Gas Station, welcome back to the final January film of 2024. We are watching the one only with Papa Cash, the freaking Beekeeper, Cash Nation. Now, I gave this one a bad reaction. I crapped all over the film, but you know what? I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's basically a great 80s action film, of course. So I'm like, you know what? I've already watched Mean Girls, Night Swim, and the Book of Clarence. So I just would finish it off with the Beekeeper. You know what I'm saying? So we're at AMC North Lake right now. Expectations going in are bad, over-the-top dialogue, over-the-top performances. We have a lot of people in this movie, by the way. We literally have Jason Statham, Josh Hutcherson, I think Willem Dafoe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. If I am, I'll correct it in the after reaction and more. And yeah, this is from David Ayer, of course. So I'm excited. Somewhat excited, at least. I've heard, like I said, the buzz is the reason why I'm here to watch this film. Nothing else. Okay. So without further ado, show you the poster, show us walking in, and of course, see you all in a few minutes with our thoughts on the Beekeeper. So I just gotta see the Beekeeper. I gotta be honest, really good film. I was surprised. I mean, this is a film that I saw the trailer for. And I crapped all over it. This is probably the best film I've seen in January by far. No questions asked. It's a solid. I'm saying 8 out of 10. Action was fantastic. I like the story. I like how this guy rules. I want a sequel to the Beekeeper, to be honest. So that's my thoughts. Go watch in theaters ASAP. So I just watched the Beekeeper last night. And I gotta be honest, it is probably the best January film I've watched this year so far.
You're a blessing, Mr. Clay. This place was crabgrass and weeds, and you brought it back to life.
Mrs. Parker and I were friends. She was like family. She was the only person who ever took care of me.
I just got a message saying that there's a problem with my computer.
Yes, ma'am. We got this.
Yesterday, she shot herself.
This is private property.
Do you know what they do here? Scamming the weakest in our society.
Buddy, I'm counting to 3.
1, 2, 3.
So before I hop into the review, let me tell you exactly what the Beekeeper is all about. One man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful and clandestine organization known as Beekeepers. Directed by David Ayer. Writer is Kurt Wimmer, Jason Statham, Emmy Raver Lampman, Bobby Naderi, and also Jeremy Irons as well, and Josh Hutcherson. I'll be honest, when I saw the trailer for this film, you can watch my reaction right now, okay? I crapped all over this film completely. I said it looked horrible. It looked unwatchable. The dialogue was atrocious and everything, okay? Now here's the deal. I had already watched 3 films before going to this. The only reason why I watched this was because all the YouTuber reviewers were saying this is an awesome 80s style action movie. So I heard non-stop good things about it. I'm like, you know what? Let's finish January off with Beekeeper. And within the first 10 minutes, I'm like, I'm enjoying this quite a bit. Now, the Beekeeper is not a film that's to be taken too seriously. Like, if you're going to this expecting the most in-depth, powerful, amazing story with excellent writing and all that, do yourself a favor. Just take that out of the equation now, okay? The main thing about this film is the action, okay? The characters are all given somewhat depth, if you will, but this is not a film by no means where it's like, oh my god, I was crying so much, or oh my god, I felt the pain of that character. No. Not to say this film was written badly by any means, but it's not a convoluted, complex story. This is not a Killers of the Flower Moon story like that. This is a simple, something happens to this guy. I'm not gonna say what it is, and he basically decides to kick some butts. You know, get rid of some very, very evil people, if you will. Okay. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed every second of this movie. If there was a sequel announced, I'm watching it. I'm telling you right now, face to face, I'm watching it. I can see this becoming a franchise. Because the main thing that I dislike about these kind of movies, about a guy that kicks a lot of butt is the fact that it's like no one is able to step up to him. No one's able to fight him, which I dislike that so much. Like you have a film where a guy comes into the bar and like basically is an equalizer, for example, where he literally goes in, kicks butt, barely gets hit, and is perfectly fine. You know, the best part about this film to me that I love is how it's acknowledged multiple times that he is just a man. He is just a guy. He's not superhuman. He is not special. He just knows how to fight very, very well. And there's a great, you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about, won't give anything away. There's an excellent fight scene that literally gives that exact message, where someone basically steps up to him and it ends very brutal, and I absolutely loved it. Okay, now the other characters in this film are okay to be, you know, the basically the FBI lady, the daughter of the mother, of course, in this film. She was actually in Umbrella Academy. She was fine. Everyone in this film to me is fine. The only person I honest to God like besides Jason Statham had to be Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons, I love this film. I literally laughed at his humor because the one thing I love is how this film gave me so much of John Wick vibe, because he tells some of the minions like cause they all like, oh, he's like us, right? Because he's given some type of briefing and meeting, whatever. And Jeremy Irons is like, y'all are nothing like him. Y'all are, I don't cuss, y'all are wackies. Y'all are just nothing to him. If he came in this room right now, he'd murk all of you, no questions asked. He'd go on a bloodthirsty, a nuclear, if you will. Y'all are literally nothing compared to him. Okay, he answers to nobody but himself. And I absolutely love that scene. It's like they're not trying to really tear this guy down. They're trying to build a beekeeper as much as possible. And trust me, by all means, they deliver on it. This is not a film where it's like, okay, like a couple good action sequences. No, this film delivers on the action. I can promise you that. If you're going into this film one, tons of bad, crazy action, you're gonna get it. Okay? Like I said, you're going in for a deep, caring, meaningful story. Don't. Just stop right there and don't, okay? Now, the soundtrack was fine. I didn't really listen to the soundtrack that much, but the cinematography, the VFX shots were great. And I will honestly go ahead and give my score right now. This film is an 8 out of 10, and it is the best film. I can say it right now. The best film I've watched of January 2024. It beats Night Swim, Mean Girls, and The Book of Clarence, because from the beginning to the end, I enjoyed so much of it. There are a few minor complaints. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the villain, you know, Josh Hutcherson's character in this film. But at the end of the day, it's not like they were trying to make him a big baddie by no means, you know. You know, at the end of the day, Jeremy Irons is trying to do his best to protect this kid while whatever he can do. And, you know, things go the way they do. Overall, whenever the action scenes came up, I enjoyed them so much. Very gory, very fun. There were some unique and amazing kills in this film, by the way. And I want to give one shout out to a kill I love the most. I think even Popcash said it was very cool. And I will say is the elevator scene. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But do me a favor, please, Cash Nation, go watch The Beekeeper if you can, okay? Like I said, I would watch a sequel to this film. I hope it does great in theaters. I hope it does great at the box office and everything. Cash Nation, as always, if you enjoy my reviews and more, please do me a favor, smash the subscribe button, like for more content coming on in the near future. As always, an amazing time, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel about The Beekeeper when y'all see it. Tell me your favorite scene in The Beekeeper, your favorite kill, matter of fact, and what surprised you the most. As always, my name is Cool Cash GG. Thanks for watching. Peace, stay friendly. Have one, y'all. Peace.